Welcome to your Daily Revolution podcast. Today's topic, the fast path versus the slow path. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Let's go! This is your daily revolution. Living prosperity, we show you how to do it. There's no luck about it, we got the strategic blueprint.
All right, my friends, good to be with you guys on the podcast. Let's dive in and talk about this. Listen, really simple today. If you could take the fast path, and by fast, I mean it gets you there instead of taking 6 months, you get there in 2 months. Instead of taking 20 years to make your $10 million, you could do it in half the time. Would you take the fast path? It's like the experience a good friend of mine said. Someone came up to him and was like, hey, would you rather me give you $10 million, just give it to you, or would you rather go and earn $10 million? And of course, most people are like, oh, I'd rather earn it. And my friend said his mentor, his friend looked at him and said, why? Why wouldn't you just take the fast path? And then that's my question to you. Do you want to take the slow path every time when there's a faster path available? It's like when I'm on GPS and I type in an address and it, especially driving to all these soccer and basketball tournaments down here in Florida and Alabama and then Georgia. There's always like 3 routes that it shows. It shows the slower path, and then it shows the fastest path. And oftentimes the fastest path takes you through a toll where you've got to pay $3 or $4 to save 20 or 30 minutes. Now, I don't know about you, but in my life, I like the fast path. I like to get there faster. Listen, I'm not talking about doing something illegal or immoral or unethical. No. If someone offered you $10 million or said you can earn it or I'll give it to you, what would you do? And most people would say, I would earn it. But what you're saying is I would take the slow path. Listen, you want to know the fast path to success? You want to know a shortcut and a cheat code to success? Let me tell you what it is. Really simple. Ready? Surround yourself with greatness. Period. Surround yourself with greatness. Like, that's the game. And by that, I mean, get into the rooms where there's high level, high net worth, highly committed people, and you will become like them. Let me give you some examples. One of the gals in Shieldman came through a couple months ago. Incredible single mother, powerful woman, multiple businesses, and she's already successful. She comes into immersion, then joins the circle of champions. And within a month, she started closing a number of different deals. Why? Because she was inside of a room with multiple business owners who had multiple higher perspectives. And it allowed her to see something that she could not see. And when she saw this, she made the deal. She made the request. She went and took down different businesses. It's shifted how she sees herself. It's shifted how she takes care of herself. And it's like a toll. Does she have to pay a little bit of money? Sure. And someone's like, well, Setema, it seems like you charge a lot. Well, a lot and a little is very relative. If you could spend 50 grand to go make $500,000, would you? Well, of course you would. And then I hear people say, well, I don't have 50 grand or I don't have 10 grand. Listen, it's never about money. It's never about the money. It's not, because if someone had a gun to your head or a gun to your child's head and said, you have 24 hours to come up with $100,000 or $1 million, could you do it? Of course you could. You'd pick up your phone and you'd make a bunch of phone calls. You'd get on social media and you'd find the money. I am so dang clear that if I needed something like that, I could go raise it real fast, because I'd have a reason to. Now, if someone put a gun to your child's head and you just couldn't do it, then now it's really not a matter of commitment. It's a matter of competency. But my point is this: if you want to accelerate and get on a fast path, a cheat code, get into a room where there's other people. And oftentimes to get into these rooms, guess what you have to do? You got to write a check. You got to swipe your credit card. You actually have to pay to get into those circles. I pay to get into circles. People pay me to get into our circles. That's the way that life is, right? You get access as a member of whatever club you're a part of. And there's a number of great masterminds out there. There's a number of great clubs and groups that you can pay to be a part of. Yes, there's free groups, but I'll tell you right now, the free groups, they're great. but it doesn't bring you what you really want. So the fast path, get into a room where there's coaches, mentors, high net worth, high network, highly committed, high capacity, high integrity people. And when you get around those people, make big requests, ask questions, and bring value and skills to the table. You will see your life accelerate. We have people in our circles right now, in our circle of champions. Lose weight, gain muscle, marriage is the best it's ever been, double and triple their income, increase revenue, pay off all kinds of debt. Like, they are happier than they've ever been. Why? Because they get into a circle of highly committed people, a circle where people are committed to greatness. People are committed to doing the work. And it changes you. You want to be fit and healthy? Go hang out with fit and healthy people. You want to be more spiritual? Go hang out with more spiritual people. In other words, as James Clear, author of Atomic Habits, says, join a group where your desired behavior is the normal behavior. Like, get into those groups and yes, write a check. I don't have money. Well, that's an excuse. Because if you really needed the money, you could find it. You would go develop the skills. You would go earn. You would go trade in whatever you had to do. You would do whatever was required. That's the podcast today, my friends. The fast path is a mentor. The cheat code is a mentor. The fast path and the acceleration path is to have coaches, mentors, and to get into rooms where there's just powerful people. And yes, you're going to pay to be in those rooms, but that's the game. So you can take a long time to get there, or you can accelerate that time by investing your hard-earned money, investing your time, investing your energy, and then being humble, being a student, being open, and being teachable, and then getting what you can get. I hope you'll do that, my friends, because you can do this physically, you can do this relationally, you can do this financially, and you can do this spiritually. Physical, spiritual, relationally, financially. And I would do it now. Like, there's so much opportunity there. Why do you play small? Because the people you hang out with play small. Why do you talk about other people? Because the people you spend time with talk about other people. And instead of talking about other people, go talk about ideas and concepts and movements. Talk about principles. Talk about possibilities and desired results. Talk about dreams and goals and visions. And you get into those circles, I promise your life will transform. It will transform rapidly, and your body will get stronger. You'll lose fat. Your spirit will become more in tune and in alignment. Your relationships become more meaningful, deeper, and of course, your bank account grows. It will grow like crazy. You cannot tell me that 12 years ago, Setema was bankrupt. 13 years ago, I sold my Super Bowl ring. I was broke. I was on EBT. I was miserable. And 12 years later, we are thriving. We are thriving inside of our businesses, thriving in the results that our clients get, and thriving personally inside of our relationships, our marriage, our families. Physically, I'm the strongest I've ever been right now. Ever. I feel amazing. My wife and I, oh my gosh, we're so close. I love being a daddy. I love being a business owner. I love being a leader, and I love being a student because of the people I spend time with. So who is in your huddle? Who is in your circle? The fast path and the accelerator is to get into a room. And if you're looking for a room, join us. We've got the huddle. We got the certified master coaches. We've got our stage speaking boot camp. We've got the circle of champions inside of immersion. I'd love to have you and give us a chance to help you. Share this forward. Tag someone who needs to see it. Let me know you're watching this. I appreciate you listening. Have an amazing day. Let's go get it, baby.
Let's go! This is your daily revolution. Living prosperity, we show you how to do it. There's no luck about it. We got the strategic blueprint. This is your daily revolution. You already know. And if you don't, then check my resume. Turning pressure into possibilities every day. We all can win and live our unique purpose. We change our mindsets and put the work in. This is your daily revolution. Daily revolution. Revolution. Your daily revolution podcast.